Okay, guys. So, good morning and welcome to Finish Capital. And today's session is majorly about because this is the keyword which we are going to target today. Means concentrate more on those stuffs. Okay, how to get started with algo trading. So today's free session is majorly emphasizing on how we have developed or how we are trying to do and how in what criteria we are selecting. Okay, and how we choose our broker. All those things we are going to discuss. And end of the session, we are going to share you some real-time performance and all those things. And if at all, if you wanted to use that algo, you can end of the day you can use the same algo also. Okay. So yeah, getting getting in. So how to get started with our algo trading? So today's discussion points are this. Okay. First of all, why algo? That is the main discussion point we need to see. Why algo? Okay. Then how the capital and the risk you need to do, how you need to design a strategy, on what basis, identify your needs. So why you need to first of all algo? Why algo? Then why you need algo? And then which broker, which algo platforms are better, and whatever I'm using, I'm going to discuss with you. And this is the main part in today's discussion because you might have seen many things right on social media. There are many reports, many backtest reports showing this is the profit, that is the profit. If you deploy like this, you will get. But how to understand the backtest report properly from real trading perspective? Okay, not just only looking at only the graph or only the max profit or whatever it is. So how do you first of all understand your back report and then things which you need to know before deploying an algo? So that is major discussion points for today. So first of all, what is an algo? Okay. Why? Because people think algo is a black box or kind of artificial intelligence. Okay, there is a difference between artificial intelligence and algo. Algo is doesn't mean it is always in profit. Okay, doesn't mean so nobody cannot claim that if I'm mentioning algo, that doesn't mean it is always in profit. What is first of all definition of algo is very simple. Algo is just a set of code or set of instruction or set of things which are directed by the user. Let's assume that you wanted to daily wake up and need to brush your teeth. So if the conditions are clear, then you can always automate the process and you can always brush your teeth properly. That's it. What you need to think of is every day whether time is correct, and then instead of brushing the teeth, you should not brush something else. Okay, these are all the things you should do. So it is just an instruction. It's a computer-based instruction where it will be executed as per your instruction. That's it. Okay, that doesn't mean that algo always guarantee profit. First of all, please understand. Many people think like, sir, if any algo is there, please let me know. I wanted to deploy and I want a hell lot of money. So nothing like that. Okay, first of all, understand algo. The outcome is based on your instruction. Okay, if you say, because there is a famous movie in South where this Indiran, they call it as Indiran, right? Robo, where in one of the scene, people will be saying, please put the TV. So what the robot take, you just take the TV and just drop it. So டிவியை போடுங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்னானே it just போட்டுரும் கீழே, it will just throw off. So it's the same. So whatever outcome is going to be based on the instruction you are going to give. You cannot blame algo, you cannot blame market. Only thing is this establishing process is also major investment. Okay, that is the main thing which I wanted to emphasize more. So just like that, you cannot start an algo by looking at only backtest or one strategy, nothing like that. So you need to have a proper process. Let's assume that now if I say take a brush, then which brush I need to take? Whether it is a teeth brush or something like bathing brush or washing clothes brush. So you need to be very refined in terms of when telling something to the computer. So establishing a process itself is now becoming an investment because you guys are known as from last 6-7 years we are doing all this kind of free education, even professional education, and even 2020 we started with zero to pro intention, but only now we started algo. Why? Because we've been establishing a process. Okay, that took almost 2 to 3 years. Once the process is refined, then you can go for automation. It is not like immediately because if I know to automate, I cannot automate everything. Okay, because why? If the process is wrong, then obviously your algo will be punching all orders, and as per the process, it will be booking losses only. So establishing a process. So process means what? So which is the idea for your trade? Why? Whether that idea is already applicable to the current market scenario, or it is good for existing market scenario, or it is if the market is changing. So do I need to have different process? Then automation will be bringing good results. Okay, it is not just algo. It is the major process. Okay, and moreover, keep your expectation lower. This is my keyword because I've been doing professional management of accounts since 2012 and 13. This is my keyword. Always keep the expectations lower. So if I'm saying 10%, downgrade my expectation by 8. If I'm saying 20%, downgrade it by 50%. If I'm saying 50%, downgrade it by 40%. So always expect lower. And anything, calculate your risk taking capacity before you starting any algo. Okay, don't only concentrate on backtest. So we will see how to read backtest. What are all the things you should be concentrating on if you look at backtest? Because whatever you open in social media today, okay, Twitter or Facebook or Telegram group, please share this. If you retweet, I will share this strategy, that strategy. So many things are coming. So because you need to understand first what this backtest means, which are all the major things you should be concentrating. Okay, so those are all the steps you need to have proper understanding. So first of all, why you need algo? Algo is fine. Now you understand algo. Why you need algo? So one is people, boss, I have already a strategy, but I don't know how to automate. Okay, my strategy I've been doing manually, and it seems like marketing for the market, it good looks good. Then you can automate it with your own help or any professional help. So you can reach our team in case if you have a strategy which needs to be automated in TradeRun, we will try to do. Even we have Python coders inbuilt in our team. So you can also take the strategy. But if you have already a strategy, only automation, yeah. Then no, I'm not a full-time trader, boss. I'm office goer or I'm doing some business. But if I get some extra income without my spending my time, okay, that means what? If an already a process is established and that process is already running in good profit mode, then okay, no issue, boss. Without spending my time, if I wanted to go for, then you can go for algo, right? Either you have proper strategy, you can go. So for the automation, either you can learn or you can take some professional help. No issues. No, boss, I don't have strategy. I don't have time also. But I'm working somewhere. I'm doing some business. So what you do without sparing your time, because that is why algos are required, right? Generally, I use only for that purpose. I don't want to spend my time, but the process is mine, which I have been built over the year. So that I wanted to automate. So I can just enjoy the profit. So as per the process, whatever it is going to come, I will try to enjoy. Okay, if it is a profit or loss, whichever is as per plan, then you can think about it. So this is for full-time trader. Sorry, not a full-time trader. And you can say, assume that no, boss, I don't have time. I don't have screen time. I have capital. So something like that, if you have, then you can use that algo for that need. Then no, boss, I don't have much knowledge about trading. I don't know what is trading at all, but I have some capital, but I don't want to give money to somebody else. I should keep it in my own account. I should always have the tracking capacity. So that means what? I'm not going to give money for somebody else. I will keep it in my account, and I wanted to see how this can be made. So what? Nothing. Without knowing nothing, only you can just by deploying algos. But only thing is, again, the algo should have proper stuffs which are need for successful algo. That means what? It has to be backtested properly. Only backtest will not yield you. Then again, it needs to be run on a real-time market, and then one more, like whether which type of market, which kind of algos to, because that is the next toughest question people are facing. Okay, people are showing like, no, this is the algo that I'm running, so this is showing on this market, that market, but I don't know which algo to choose. So for those people, you can just ignore all these worries. So either if your capital is 10 lakh, 15 lakh, or 25 lakh, based on that, you can choose your basket algos. Okay, it will be a combination of all the trending, non-trending. Okay, so you can have that cushion of diversifying when you have that much algo size. So these are all the basic algo needs, what I classify. So algo selection criteria. So what are all the different selection criteria based on strategy. So theta based means what? Generally, this is what people are doing, right? So on a range bound market, if market is not moving beyond, let's take Bank Nifty. If it is not moving beyond 200 point, then I'm going to eat theta. That means what? Theta means always range bound. Generally concentrating on range bound. Let's assume that this is the market level, and you assume that market will not break this range. Then what? To eat the theta, you can either do straddle or strangle. That's it, right? Very simple. So type of strategy is either it is going to work in a range bound market, or it is going to work in a trending market. So let's assume that market is opening, then making a move like this, go on looking like this. So if you make a straddle and then keep on waiting for this to happen, then obviously your loss will be pretty huge, right? There are many people who are trading with 20% stop loss, 30% stop loss, but nowadays what the market is happening is after opening, it is hitting call, then after that it is hitting put. So even if you retake what is happening, something like this. So WM, all these patterns are happening. So what you need to take care is, so all the market situation, it has to withheld, and moreover, withheld in the sense what? Your risk should be proper. It is not about the returns I am concentrating. The major risk should not come. Okay. Then whether it is an intraday or positional. Because if you do not want to take any gap up, gap downs, then you can choose only intraday. Because I am a positional trader, assume that if I have 50 lakh capital, because I am managing, we are managing more than 10 crore in an option portfolio. Generally, what you do is we divide this into two parts. Okay, 25 lakh we use it for positional option strategies. 25 lakh we keep it for intra algo. Okay, so whatever you are looking in our Telegram channel for 25 lakh, that is an almost actually 60 lakh account. 30 lakh I kept it for algo. I will also showcase all these things what I'm doing. But in case if you're a real professional trader, what I generally do is whatever my capital, I split it into half. Half of the things I play with positional, and half of the things I will play with intraday. So you can choose whether you want to do only intraday or only positional. And I'm also building my algos for positional. Yeah, that is not for selling things which I'm managing. So for that, if I wanted to execute, we are planning. So as a team, we are trying to, even for intraday, we are not selling much things. Okay. Even for this, whatever algo, we are not trying to resell our algo and all those things. What we concentrate is, we wanted to execute that algo, make the money, and then it is for the people who are believing us that money can be made in algo. And then if any selection like liquidity, okay, if you wanted to do in stocks, because fin nifty has become now the latest sensation, but on expiry day liquidity is fine, but if at all on any other days, if you get struck, so based on the liquidity you need to choose which algo you wanted to concentrate. And then again, probability is the factor, but it is not the only factor. Okay, probability of profit and probability of how the risk is getting mitigated over the period of time. So based on this, you can select your algos. These are all the basic stuffs which I generally do while selecting my algos. Okay, basically, if at all capital required, how do you generally calculate? Many people are saying, sir, how do you calculate general? See, obviously, what you are going to do in algo, that too an option portfolio, either you are going to buy a call or sell a call, or buy a put, sell a put. Okay, it can be a combination of. So if I sell a call and if I sell a put, obviously something like that strategy will come. And for protection, if I buy something, it will become some other strategy. So obviously, you are going to either sell a call, buy a call, right? So what I generally say is minimum 1 lakh straddle or strangle if you are assuming for one entry, tag 2 lakh as the basic calculation. Okay, and then max drawdown. Let's assume that in any strategy 2 lakh and then max drawdown is 20,000. Okay, 2 lakh is the capital, but if you look at the backtest report, max drawdown is 20k. Then that means what? Actual capital should be like 20 plus 2 into this max drawdown. So then almost with 2.5 lakh only you should start this any algo, because you don't know whenever you are deployed now. As a matter of fact, or the matter of luck, we always believe in. Generally, when we deploy, that is the first time we will be facing the drawdown, right? So to cater that situation or to come out of this safely, so we need to concentrate on. This is the general systematic calculation I do, because this is where people go wrong. Any strategy, they will always look into that, and when they deploy, immediately the drawdown will come. Then people say, sir, now I do not have the capital, so my orders are not going. So always ensure this very simple calculation. If you are following anyone's algo, not only my algo, you can have this. Next, how do you design a process? First of all, how do you design an algo? First of all, okay, let's assume that I have a process of, okay, selling a straddle, then closing at 3 o'clock. Okay, let's assume that this is my simple process. If I take for just an idea, so how do you test this? So you have to go to the backtesting platform. So assume they say what is your condition around 9:15 or around 9:30. If I wanted to take this straddle at the money straddle, so as a process. So this is my idea. So I'm going to go for any backtesting platform. What are the backtesting platforms available? There are many things. Stockmark is there. Okay. Even the Tratron inbuilt itself is has a backtesting. Okay, Backinso is there. Algo test is there. So there are a lot of backtesting platforms. But only thing is, whether do you believe the backtesting platform or not, that is a second idea. But you need to first of all understand what is a real backtest report means. Okay, and then what you do, then understanding the backtest report. Okay, so if you deploy Stockmark, if you take a immediate free login, then maybe with initial credits you can always take this either 9:20 straddle, 9:30 straddle, or 3 o'clock straddle, whatever you have idea. So you have the backtest. So by looking at the backtest, you'll be happy. Oh, last 2 years I made this much money. Yeah, okay, great. So but when you deploy, that is not going to replicate. Why? So we are trying to understand first of all what is a backtest report. So what are the basic things you should be concentrating on when looking at backtest report. Then forward testing. Generally, how I do is very simple. Back testing I do only for max drawdown. That's it. And whatever max drawdown it is showing, max DD, I will keep, because I generally said I'm a very conservative guy, right? So what I do is I keep max drawdown into 2 as my real drawdown. That's it. So if it is okay, then I will think about further jumping into the strategy. Otherwise, I will just ignore that idea of taking further to algo. Right? So this is my step. And then how do you understand? And then forward testing, how generally I do. And then back testing and live threads, why there is money difference. So how do you understand whether the difference is really logical or all the backtest report are really fake? So how do you come to the conclusion? And then things which are not covered under backtest. Okay, because these are all the things which will make you say, no, this backtest and all these things, algo is not good for me. So you need to understand then the proper way before jumping into the algo, not in deploying the algo and after seeing some bad results, you should not say, I don't want to have any algo. Okay, so that is the reason why we have to go through this process. So backtesting platform, so once you do it, you get a report, right? So generally what you call it as how the backtest report will come. Simple. Now this will become more interesting, right? So this is general sample report. Wherever you go in Twitter, right? Many people will retweet. Please retweet this strategy if you want to have this profit. This is. You will retweet. I will DM you this strategy. So you can make a lot of money. There is nothing like that. So first of all, what are all the things you should be concentrating mainly on? If you are active in chat, can you tell me which and all you will look? Let's simply, this is a sample report. Okay. Generally, so margin, estimated margin is 1.8. Okay, overall profit, oh great, right? Can you tell me which one you generally look in? Because you guys have already had an idea about back testing. So generally what you will look upon, it can be anything, but I will also share what I will generally look, whether max loss, do I need to look max loss, max profit, which one? Losing streak, good, shameless dude. Good point, because as a risk, you need to concentrate on max losing streak. Okay, why? Because yeah, max loss is also good point, because as a risk point of view, you don't know if you deploy this algo, then you may be kicking the day one and next 12 days. If you are in max losing streak, will you deploy this? Right? Then you should only think. So these are all the important points. So generally, what I do is very simple. Max losing streak, I will see, because if my luck is not in my favor, generally what I'll do, this 12 days will happen to me on the first 12 days of my deployment. And then obviously what you will see, so number of the complete drawdown will be on my immediate capital, right? So max loss, assuming that this is the max loss, and next 12 days, if my max loss is going, so that means what, 45,000 if it goes, right? If I'm not lucky enough for this algo, though I have all the things ready, but if I'm not, because I'm going to start it either today or tomorrow once I'm building, right? We don't know when the max winning streak will come. If you are good enough, no problem. Next 17 days, you will get average profit. Okay. Right. So don't look at all those things. Generally, max losing streak is what I generally look upon. And next, expectancy. What does this means? And this is the next. So let's assume that if my max drawdown is it na, immediately on the first day, if my max drawdown is it, then it will take next 16 trading days to recover my drawdown. Will you okay? Will you be okay? Oh, boss. All for all loss I faced in one loss, so it will take 16 days. Huh? Oh my God. Then this is the major criteria like you should be concentrating, and more the expectancy will be better. Generally, what does expectancy means is what is the probability, or what is the kind of, you can assume that it is a probability, the number which ranks based on how quick it can recover. Okay. Okay, then don't look upon max profit, because this what will happen, because generally we are backtesting this report for how many days? At least 6 months, 1 year, 2 year. Okay, on a one fine day when something is all good, you would have made this max profit. Okay, let's assume that if I go by only my PL, let's assume that my PL will be something like this, daily PN loss, daily, and suddenly one profit will come. Suddenly same way max loss may come something like this also, right? So don't look at this max. So average is the better criteria to look for. So whenever you are looking, just ignore this. Okay, no matter whoever says. Okay, just ignore this column. This is okay. Average profit on win days is fine, and average monthly profit is also good. Okay, so don't fall for this, but concentrate on this, because this is the max loss you are going to face on any day. Okay, the probability is immediately more on the max loss, not on the max profit. So these are all the best things. You should be not on winning percentage. Even this is 50% winning, 50% losing, but still making. What is the return it is making? What is the max return it has made? Overall profit, right? So as long as your max loss or average loss, right, is okay, then this can still even make money. That doesn't mean that 91% winning rate will fetch you money. Sometimes what will happen, it will sell a 10 rupees call. So 90% of the time you will make money, but one day 10 rupees will become 100 rupees. On that day you will lose all money on whatever you earned for 2-3 months. Okay, so that doesn't, so win percentage, loss percentage doesn't matter for me. Generally what I concentrate on, this expectancy, okay, and then max losing, and then these. Okay, that means what? 17 days winning streak is fine, but if I get into a losing streak, next 16 days, okay, from max drawdown, it will take next 16 days. That means what? 22 days without any leave, 22 days or 1 month, right? So any strategy if I deploy by mistake or by my bad luck, if I get a 1 day max loss or max drawdown, then it will recover 16 days to come back to its original. So these are all the things which you need to concentrating. So now, at least with this idea, now if somebody is showing next report, how do you say? So again, you tell me which is better here. Expectancy is very lower, right? Right? 87 percentage. Win percentage is great, right? Okay, boss. Super. But did you check this? Max losing streak also less, no issues. But once you get into losing streak, it will take 35 days. That means what? 35 trading days. That means 1.5 month you should be sticking to that algo to make it even, whatever the loss you faced, right? So what are the numbers you should be concentrating? Not on the maximum winning days, not on the win percentage. Generally, you should be concentrating on these factors. Okay. So next time, whenever somebody is sharing something, don't fall for this, don't fall for this. Okay, don't fall for this. What and all you should not see is and just doing. Okay, this is main, because you need to know what is the deployment capital, and average profit is okay. When it comes, this is main important. Max loss, expectancy, then max losing streak, this. I will never look at other stuffs. For me, only these things are more important. Why? I can deploy an algo, and if it is not going to give much profit, then no issues. Right? So only these points I will generally concentrate. So with that in idea, so I will share the real report of one of the strategy which we have for a very small capital. Okay. We will also discuss. So now, so what you should have? You should have higher winning percentage, first of all. Great. Right. Then what? You should have, okay. Capital also this, profit also good. Drawdown, only 3.8 percentage. Right. Winning percentage also good. Win rate also good. Average monthly profit is also good. Total RA is also good. Max profit is 3000. Max loss is 3000. Average profit is this one. Average loss on last days. Because why? It is 72% going to give profit. Right? Right? So why? So this is our intraday report. Okay, this is our intraday report. So I will also discuss all the things which we need to be considered. So if at all, if you are going to look at any backtest report from here on, because people are trying to fool you. Okay, but see, my intention is you should only look at what value to be looked upon. Okay, that education is what I'm trying to give you in terms of, so understanding a backtest report. So how do you understand your backtest report from here on? Don't go for, right? So you need to do all these things, right? And yeah, so you need to see really how the equity curve is also going. That means what? Any curve should not fall drastically like this, right? It should have small correction, then higher, then small correction, then higher. Okay, that is the major criteria you should be, or the major attribute of any good trading system. Okay, I will share all these things, but only thing is, how do you understand your backtest report first of all? Then choosing your broker. So how do you choose by broker? So do I go for either coding or non-coding? Okay, so that means what? Whether if you wanted to do it in Python, or you wanted to have something like only I will give condition, it should execute, something like that. So you can choose your platform based on that. Okay, and discount broker or normal broker, right? Discount broker means what? 20 rupees per order, right? Per order. Normal broker means what? Even it can be 20 rupees, 10 rupees, but per lot. Right, that is a major difference. Upon then you have zero broker concepts like now Finvicia and most of the like even Kotak comes with an zero broker. Yes, no issues, but you need to also think what is their customer support in case if you wanted to have. Okay, because getting things are free, but you don't get to trap. Okay, that you can decide whether you should have zero brokerage at the cost of the customer support. Okay, so also you should have a proper broker which should be properly aligning and executing with your algo platform. Let's assume that because now I'm trading TradeRun and also I'm doing Python. So my broker should have hassle-free operation, because I'm not going to sit in the market, and it should go nicely. Okay, the moment it shows error, I need to be on the chair to manage the error, right? So I should choose my broker based on hassle-free operation, and it's a combination of discount. So brokerage is fine, but again, it is a trade-off, right, which you need to take. And again, something like API cost also will come, right, based on your broker. I think many people are charging 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees. Okay, you need to consider that cost also into your algo trading. So not only just profit. Okay, don't fall for only max profit or total profit. You need to see what is the brokerage you are paying. Okay. So for one lot straddle and strangle, assume that one lot straddle and strangle, if you're using 20 per order, okay, for even for 1 lakh, so cost itself, brokerage itself is going to come around 20 plus 20, 40, while squaring off, it will come 80 rupees. If the profit is only just 100 rupees, then 80 rupees will go completely for a discount broker. Right? Because if you're having 2 lakh capital, what you will do? You will do only 1 lakh straddle or 1 lakh strangle. Right? You are not going to place bulk orders. If for the bulk orders, yes, 20 per order is good. And nowadays, now exchange is coming down with all the kind of freeze quantity down. So that means what? You per order, you can max to max put only that much quantity. All right. Few months back, we have a huge freeze quantity, and recently, Bank Nifty is updated to 900 quantities, right? So that also need to be chosen. See, I'm not preferring any broker to you. You just need to concentrate your platform based on the platform you're going to use. So discount broker, normal broker, and then zero broker. Nowadays, the Finvicious coming, even the Kotak coming with the zero brokerage. Okay, but you need to see when there is an hassle, because Algo doesn't know when to exit in error, right? You need to be having a control on error handling, right? At that time, if the customer support is not supporting you, then whatever you saved in zero brokerage, you have to pay at one single instance. Okay, that you can decide. I don't go against zero broker, but if you are getting all the support and if you can manage, so decide on based on that factor also. So this is just a sample calculation. Okay, approximate cost of India's best broker. You can consider. So let's assume that number of trades per month is 150, and broker as per best discount broker is generally per order, right? So 150 trades per month it is going. So brokerage cost at own coming around 3,000. Okay, so why to hide it? So India's best broker nowadays people call it a zero da, right? So for reference, I've taken those rates. So 20 per order and API cost is 2,000, right? So even if you have 150 trade and to activate API cost 5,000 rupees, you have to incur as a first of all cost. Then plus taxes will be like generally how I do is approximately 2 per lot is the taxes. Taxes means what? STT, all other stuffs, which generally people used to put other than brokerages. Okay, brokerages you define. But what generally, see what I can offer is leave it. What I am using. Okay, what I am using. I am using per lot 12 rupees. And my brokerage cost is only 1,800. See, 20 rupees and 12 rupees per lot. And API cost, generally Jibu don't charge. So choose your broker wisely so that they don't charge API cost right now. So even for the same method, if I deploy, so it doesn't mean that whether you should go with India's best broker and all those things. And most of the time, even the best broker comes with many limitations. Okay. So you can get per lot or per order. So even I'm saying, even if you use per lot also, you can get in Zebu. Per lot also I can provide you. Per order also you can provide. Whatever I'm saying is based on what I am generally using. I will also share even one of my real contract note. You can also cross check what is the real cost of profit and what is the real cost of execution. Okay, so those things you can always have new. So which is I'm saying is, so in case if you choose your broker properly, see I'm not going against any broker. Okay, you can choose whatever your broker. If your cost is matching like this, you can choose your best broker. That's it. It need not to be like as per social media the best broker. Okay, as per if you are concentrating, so your savings for 2 lakh itself is coming around 2,200. That means what? So on your capital you are going to save 1.6%. Okay, then you can say, okay boss, I'm going with zero brokerage. Oh super, only 3,000 rupees you are going to save. But I will show you the instance where the errors will happen, and if you are not going to properly manage the position, you will end up with loss of 10,000, 15,000. Okay, when the error handling is not done properly. That instance also I can share you. So this is how generally I calculate for myself. So you also try to calculate. So number of trades per month, because this is what generally in every trades are there, right? So assume that now if I'm going for this step, what is the number of trades, right? What is the number of average trades? So 7 trades, right? Total trading trades. Average into if you multiply, that is going to be the number, right? So then you need to concentrate. Do I need to subscribe this strategy considering all the cost? If the cost is not meeting, then don't fall for any strategy. Okay, don't only concentrate on only number which people are showing to you. Okay, that is my major thing. And selecting your broker. So why I need hassle free? The condition runtime, because this is an trade run back test. Sorry, trade run snap, where the conditions are taking the positions and immediately. So your broker should immediately also punch the order, right, within 1 second, right, within 1 second. So these are all the things you should be concentrating. I'm using Zebu for last say 6-7 years, okay, for using for algo purpose for last 6 to 9 months. I'm not facing any issues in terms of, because why? I put my money, so I'm concentrating on which are all the places I do not want to lose money in the name of execution part. So in case if you are worrying with your, so if already you are doing in trade run, so please cross check your trades and this thing. If there is a delay, then please rethink about your choice of that broker, because any day something can happen. Okay, then you may be losing in terms of slippages alone. Okay, the more closer will be the better. Okay, so that thing. So selecting your broker and algo platform based on this condition also, not only with the basket or the back test. Then things you should know before you're deploying your algo. So how do you connect your algo first of all? Okay. So do I need to do daily login? So do I need to take token generation? So separate login for any algo trades. Then that needs to be done. Okay, boss. I thought like I will not need to spend any time. But people are saying, no, do I need to take trade run login? Oh, that comes around 1,500 rupees. Okay, then every day morning I have to log in now. What, boss? You said algo. Right? Yes, algo means every day morning you should be activating that algo, giving the authorization. Okay, then handling errors. Sometimes errors might happen due to exchange also, but when the errors is happening, how do you are going to manage? You cannot say everything will go. Even I'm saying that even Zebus, I'm facing no issues. But still, what is going to happen if my capital is deployed somewhere else? I may get rejection reason because of the lesser capital, right? If that is the case, Zebu would not be, cannot be scolded. I have to make sure that I have proper capital free if I'm deploying multiple strategies. Okay, then handling errors is the main key. Because while error, what you do, you should exit. Then algo will not exit, right? At that time, you have to contact your support team in your broker and should exit, if at all, if you are not able to log in, right? Where the zero brokerage people, what they will say, so you take zero brokerage, since you are not paying any brokerage, there is no support from our side. If you want to exit position, no, but you have login, no, please exit. We don't have customer support. If you call, it will go for 15 minutes, 20 minutes waiting period. Okay, so those are all the things you should be concentrating when it comes to zero brokerage. Okay, because everything comes with some cost or some back of the end reason, and then manual exit you need to do, right? Sometimes what will happen, sometimes glitches will happen from the algo, or sometimes even what happens, even your algo platform will throw some error. At that time, manual exit should be done, right? You cannot hope that no, I have deployed algo, so now I will go and sleep. Nothing like that. So if you wanted to, you could just see, no need to spend entire time, but you can have a notification. Once the notification comes, within 1 or 2 minutes, you can sort out all these issues. Okay, so that you need to do. So deploy algo doesn't mean that. So there is an always difference between artificial intelligence and algo. That is what I said. Algo is not an artificial intelligence. That doesn't mean that it is going to get on its own. So you need to have proper instruction. Whenever it is showing some error, that means what it says, but this is the new situation for me. I don't know how to handle. Please come and help me. That is what it is asking during the errors. Okay, you should be there and you should be telling, no, this is the instruction. Okay, if it is not following, then just exit. Okay, at least to tell exit, you should be there. Okay, Algo cannot decide on its own. So before deploying anything, please understand this, because there are many people claiming that, boss, sir, I have got a call from my sub broker saying that my broker office called with Algo, you don't need to spend much time. So we will do everything. But before, so how do you connect? How do you handle? How do you exit? So all these things you just keep in mind. Okay, just only back test is not going to help you in choosing the better algo. So now, key to profitable algo. What are all the basic key which generally I prefer? Selecting right broker and right algo platform. Then selecting right strategy. Right strategy means what? There are different style of strategies, right? For the range bound and for the trending move, and for the W, for the M or V, double V, something like that, right? Market can be anything. So, and then proper risk management. You should have proper risk management, and then don't tweak. If you have 4 strategy, okay, but this strategy is now going good. So after looking at the back test, don't tweak. And on a real time, it might not perform because you agreed that there will be a drawdown period, okay? Because there is no holy grail in anything. So based on that, don't tweak too much. So what are the major factors you need to concentrate? If that factors agree, then jump into the algo. Otherwise, don't jump into the algo and tweak too much. Okay, and then poor accounting practices. That means what? You deploy one algo, then looking at the profit. No, I got one more algo which is giving a higher profit than this. Okay, I will stop this algo, then I will start deploying this algo. So because for the lower capital people, that is a problem, right? Then you will be deploying one algo for 10 days, another algo for one more 10 days. Okay, these are all the issues. So if you wanted to be profitable in algo, then you should have these kind of proper things. Okay, and now once all these things are done, so what generally our algo is doing? So what I am doing is very simple. You would have already come across our Telegram channel, right? Every day we are trying to update what is my this algo, that algo. So what I'm trying to do is, so first of all, if somebody is deploying, concentrate on what is the broker. If it is paper trading, ignore, because if they don't have either the money or the confidence on put their own money, then don't believe in any algo. Okay, it should be lively deployed first of all, right? Then whether it is live execution or paper trading, concentrate on only that things. And then on any market day, if you can consider, because daily we are updating, right? Daily we are updating. Daily we are updating. End of the day, what is the? So you understand that different kind of markets. On one day market will be something like this. One day market will be something like this. On any day, what you should be concentrating on an algo, it should be giving lesser loss and slowly it should be giving more profit, right? That is the key concept. Right, what are all the algos we generally have? So we have a consistent compounder that is basically for 6 lakhs. Then Voyager. Voyager means what? Whatever the market goes, it will try to go with the market. Okay. The name suggests that. What are the ideas? Very simple though. So all the concepts are very strong. So we have made it because we've been teaching intraday concepts even from 2014-15, and what we're trying to do is we established a process and algo makeable process. Okay. So that is for a 6 lakh capital. So combo master. So what it does is not only in one index, it takes both Nifty, Bank Nifty, and it will try to manage based on the conditions. And then Dyna S4 auto adjust. So even it deploys. I think yeah, it deploys. No, not 2.5 lakh. I guess it is coming around 5 lakh. Okay, it will come around 5 lakh. So if something like this, generally what I keep is, because whatever algo I'm doing, I'm not selling anything. Was very clear. I'm not selling anything. Okay, what I wanted to do is I want to deploy on my own. I want to make money on the own, and yeah, I may be deploying it for many clients of mine, provided I'll be making money through that algo through the sharing. That's it. Okay, that is my sense. And if somebody is looking for small capital, we already seen what is Bank Nifty C on backtest report, and I will also show real test also. So this is my right now my algo will whatever I'm doing. Okay, whatever I'm doing, and this is like for some people who are having little lesser capital, better you can use this. Okay, for lower capital, better thing is from my side. So this you may not be able to use unless and until if you are a basket player. Okay, this can be deployed with, okay, 2 lakh. I already captured this with all the drawdowns I'm saying. So that means with the immediate 2 lakh, you can start also. No need to consider the max drawdown into 2. Already calculated and I kept. Okay. So these are all the algos we are running. So we will go deep into details. What is the algo? How the returns are making? So real things you need to concentrate, right? So generally, what is we provide? We provide basket algos. Okay. So this is like combination. Why you need basket? Because sometimes market may not be good. Sometimes market might be trending. This is an individual algo which can be used directly using a trade trans subscription only for lower capital. Okay. If at all, if you do not want to pay any money, nothing like that, you can choose whatever. If you do not want to shift the broker, nothing like that. But if it is a basket, why? Because why this basket generally we do is we will handle everything, so including login, okay, including token generation, including error management, including manual exit. Nothing from your side needs to be taken, but it should be done with a 10 lakh basket. Okay. So if this is the case, you can think about basket algos. Otherwise, individual algo alone. So I will show the real proof also how the money is made. Okay. So you can think about. Okay. So this is the intraday CN. Okay. So this is the intraday CN even deployed for all the clients. Okay. So live deployments is 13. So these are all the clients. Even I will just subscribe to that. I will show mine also. Okay. So on a 2.2 lakh capital, right? This recently done. These are all almost more than 10 to 15 days report. Okay, this is taken from the trade trans subscription risk. And again, if somebody wants it to do, so what is the 25 lakh basket performance which I have been doing? Very simple. What combination I use? It is because completely in my control. Based on the market situation, I will choose slightly trending, slightly range bound, and when the range bound is breaking, I will add more on trending. So that is the reason why we take complete responsibility in terms of basket, because you may not be able to select which is the good strategy for the current day. Maybe we will have basket. Okay, we will slightly increase the contribution and slightly decrease the contribution, and that's what for 25 lakh. So that means what, on a 50 lakh capital, if I keep 25 lakh, even for 50 lakh, 25 lakh, I will keep it for what is it generally 25 lakh, I will keep it for positional. 25 lakh, I will keep it for intraday. So even if these intraday returns are calculated even for a 50 lakh capital, then that means what, 2.3%. So what I'm going to make on entire capital, 30%, right? Roughly 30%. Right? Considering this is a 50 lakh account, 25 lakh I'm using positional and 25 lakh I'm using intraday. So positional also I will do, but only thing is, yes, if you know what to do and how to do, then you can do whatever you want. Okay, as long as it is legally approved to do. So this is my trade. So 6.2% are deployed capital. So that means what, this is generally the second month I'm deploying. So I'm getting the certificate of 6%. So these are all own trades. So one trade, this is again, so team F11 is my trading building team. Okay. So where they are deployed. So they have been running. Okay. We don't do only for back testing. So we do forward testing. And then once the yielding is good, so we don't sell the algos. Okay, don't just like that for peanuts, we don't want to sell our algos. You have to make the money. Okay, then out of this, okay, so out of this 1.2 lakhs, then we will charge 30%. That's it. Then you should also know. Okay, boss. Then this is the profit. What is the costing you will have? Okay, generally when you open account with us in Zebu, no issues. Net to net, after all the brokerages, what is the profit? Only in that you are going to share 30%, not on the shown profit. Okay, I will also show. Okay, so something like this. So team F11 is what we are saying. So these are all like our copy trades. These are all our copy trades. So started last month, so got certificate. So soon we are going to get lot of certificates. But only thing is, these are all the things where we deploy. Okay. And coming to one more thing, like we also shared yesterday, right? We also shared yesterday that we do a live deployment. Anybody watched it? Anybody watched it? Yesterday we streamed it live, right? Okay. So we streamed it live. So completely how the trades are going. So one complete on an expiry day. This is a 15 lakh basket. Okay. So 15 lakh basket, how it is trading, all those things. Even today we will also stream maybe for once the session is over. Okay. After lunch we may stream it, just showing what are all the trades it is showing. Okay. So trade run, then how the market is going, then how the trades are going. Okay. These are there, and with the timestamp. Okay. Real timestamp. And then what has happened at the end of the day? What is the profit? 16. Agree. And then I'm going to share you. I'm going to share you the exact contract note for that account also. So you can also concentrate on what is the costing you will be facing. Okay. Just a second. Just a second. I will open that also. Okay, so this is the account. Okay, this is the account. Number of trades are very less. You can check if you can. We will also share this contract note with you also. No issues. If you can just decode from whatever strategies we are using, because this is a combination of strategies. Okay, and we use only 1 lakh. So per 20 per order is better than what? So what we generally keep is 12 per order, and we will be entering in very slow phased manner, right? All the trades, all the adjustments, each and every leg, all the things will be adjusted, right? So on the end of the day, what is the profit? 16,780 is the profit, right? So after all the costing, so if you open account in Zebu and if you wanted to share this profit, only on this profit you are going to share 30%, not on the costing. Okay, and even that's what many people say that, okay, sir, if I make 16,000 profit, entire thing will grow in cost. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Look at the trades, number of trades we have placed. Okay, and that too, we will not do any bulk stuffs because this is a process oriented stuff and we will be concentrating on one leg at a time, proper adjustment at a time, because that's a process we generally follow. Okay, so even we are planning to keep this kind of basket performance in a Google sheet, okay, where you can concentrate on the real stuffs. And again, I wanted to today's deployment, like if somebody wants to see, okay, sir, no issues, how today's thing is going. Okay, so today's thing is very simple, right? Right. So I'm going to dashboard. So 25 lakh, right? 25 lakh deployed, all Zebu, right? All live. Agree? No paper ready, right? All whatever name I mentioned, all combinations will be there, right? All in one account, right? Generally, Friday is a really toughest day in market. But again, I just logged in, and if at all we are going to make, so because this is a 25 lakhs, right? So end of the day, whatever is going to come, it is going to come. So again, sir, okay, sir, can you show? So this is one more account. Deployment is for a 10 lakh. Okay, for a 10 lakh. Based on market situation, we will change this contribution, but only again, so everything will be decided by us. If the basket is decided, and if you invest in the basket, everything will be decided. Whether should I go for consistent compounder, whether should I go for bank nifty Voyager, should I go for dynamic straddle strangle. So all things we will decide. Okay, everything will be taken care from our side. So these are all the trades going on in that account. So positional also is there. Okay, along with that, this MIS things are going. Okay, and one more thing is one more account where you wanted to see. This is copy trade. Okay, earlier you have seen my account, and now this become a. So we manage everything. Okay, so we manage everything. So again, coming to dashboard, simple on 22. So that means you can assume that this is a again 25 lakh basket. Okay, slightly different combinations here. Okay, so this is going live and account wise. So even in this one, I have positional. Okay, so NRML also these things are there. So now even in this account, I think in this account, even in this account, some positionals, as I said, nah. So I have 50%. So 50% positional is still running. Okay, funds wise, so there's a pledge capital. So you don't need to worry. Even a pledge capital can be used. Right. So margin used is 50. So as I said, it's a 60 lakh account. Generally, what I use is I use 40. Okay, 25 regularly because not an exact 60. So available margin, that margin used, if you calculate, it comes around 63 to 65. That means what? It is a collateral account. Okay, positional is also going on, and that is what you are looking at, all these trades. So 25 lakh is deployed, and it also runs on positional. Very simple, right? Very simple. So all the things, so all the trader on login, okay, all the individual login, you no need to do. Generally, so all the linking, all those things. So generally, for that, my team will be costing you one-time setup fee. That is very less, just 5,000. Already it is there, right? I think it is already mentioned in our Telegram channel. Okay, in the pinned post. So somebody wanted to go, I'll go copy trade service. That means what? Basket based service if somebody wanted to go. So now we have added 10 lakh. We have added 10 lakh basket also. Very simple. One time setting up free, because we are going to take trade run login for you, all the algo codes, all the things we will be taking care. Okay, but only thing is 70-30 profit sharing on profit. If your account is opened with us, because we generally do only Zebu account. Okay, very less, and whatever the profit sharing is going to come only after all the cost. Like I was saying, right? I was showing you. So if at all, if yesterday if you would have done your just a second. So if you would have done this, you're not going to share the entire profit, not this profit. Okay. After all the things, whatever is there now, whatever this taxable supply, such brokerage, all STT. So this is the net. Only on the net you are going to share 30%. Okay. So that is what I'm trying to share. So now it is now question time for you. Okay. If somebody is asking, sir, now what I should do? Very simple. So if you have basket, you can think about basket. Otherwise, we have kept it this one as an individual algo in TradeTron. Okay, this you can deploy. Yeah. Slightly on profit sharing. Okay, but if you concentrate on want to have profit, then you can think only for the smaller capital. If your capital is 5 lakh, no issues. You can subscribe it for 2 times also, no issues. As long as if you understand what is the real risk in it based on the back test report, then what is the max loss it has shown. So we will share everything based on that. If you can decide even for 50 lakh, if you wanted to deploy 25x multiple also, no issues. But if you are okay with the max risk and max reward, then you can even use this. Otherwise, if the basket is there, so you can think of doing that thing with us, right? Now, so if at all, so now that's what I wanted to share. So what we are concentrating is mainly on real money profit, and then with that profit, whatever cost is coming, brokerage and all those things, so with that we are sharing 30%. So as a basket, that is what we do. So this is our YouTube channel. This is our Telegram. You're already part of it. And this is my Twitter ID. In case if you're not following me there, you can always follow me on my Twitter also. So this is my Twitter ID. So this is my Twitter ID. So you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Facebook. But that is by following, you're not going to do anything. But if you wanted to make money, something like this, so any market situation, if somebody wants to see, you would have seen last 1 month real scenario, right? How this is happening. So, but how we are managing? Very simple, because we have a strong process in terms of automating. Also, the logic for the processes is well proven. Okay, that is a major reason why we wanted to do Algo, and that's it. So anyhow, see, by just deploying Algo, you cannot enjoy all the time. So you can always need to have monitoring. That is why for basket, you need to also have idea about what is market, how the market is, which things you need to do. So if you have any doubt right now, so you can have a discussion with us. Okay, voice discussion also, or else you can ask in chat. I have not checked in chat. Maybe I will check now. You're taking any class to create one code in option strategy. Yeah, we do it, but see, I don't do it as a kind of large scale, because why we have learned to trade run from last 1 year. Okay, because we wanted to execute on our own capital and the AEM. Okay, that is a major reason, and even that's what even I'm not going to resell my algo for pennies. So somebody has asked that important point is average day should be more. Okay, then are you taking ITR refund? The guy was asking which broker is best. So I shared you the stuff. Even my own account, my entire account I kept in Zebu. So you can choose your best also, but concentrate on the factors we have decided, we have discussed. Okay, so I do not want to take chance whether Zebu is best or Zerodha is best. Calculate on your own and see which is best for you. Okay, I just said what are all the factors or criteria you should be concentrating. Okay, and then does Zebu provide auto login for TradeRun? No, bro. You need to at least log in once before the market opens. Okay, so shameless guy was asking. So that is what I'm saying. So if it is a basket, my trading team will take care of everything. You don't need to log in your Zebu. You don't need to log in your TradeRun. You don't need to worry about whether how the error will come, how you will manage. So everything will be done by us. Okay. So any queries you have, or you wanted to ask any queries, so you can let me know. I will unmute. We can have a discussion. Anybody wants to have anything? So this is now question time. Okay. So let the market, let the algo mint its purpose. You just
Sir,
be enjoy
sir, are
or
you
whatever
taking
you
any?
want. Right.
Sir,
So in the market, so what are the strategies? So strategy should be strong enough and should be not only back tested, should be forward tested, should be knowing when to exit. Okay, when if error comes, how do you manage? All these things are more important than just only looking at backtest. Okay, so you need to concentrate on morely on live deployment, how much money is made. Okay, so that is the major thing you should be concentrating on rather than just only retweeting for in Twitter. Many people will be saying, sir, please retweet it. I will share this backtest, whichever strategy. Right?
sir, are you taking any class to punch our own algo?
Somebody is asking, sir, you are taking class to punch our strategy in algo. Yeah, you can check with my team. They will help you out because we don't take class. We support you. Okay, we can support you. So we can, if you have a strategy, so my team can help you to automate that. That you can always take. Okay. And Sanjeev Sotri, any error for executing all legs? No, right now I don't have any legs. Okay, even if you go, I think even if you go for deployed strategies, right? So notification logs will come. Most of the strategies, notification logs will come. Why this error is coming or what are all the logs? So as of now, only one day, I think one day TradeRun was having an error, right? So even in our Telegram channel also, I just showed you. Because of some error execution, I'm not punching any order, right? I think on one day, right? This even I said. Today TradeRun showing some error in algos, now algo executed, checking with TradeRun support. So we will do everything. So if it is a basket, we will concentrate on everything. Okay. So no need to worry about, sir, if one leg goes out, one leg falls, because that is the reason why we are charging a profit. Okay. Only thing is, what we need to make sure is there is some profit so that I will get a chunk of profit. That's it. That is generally our intention. So any doubts you have? Any doubts you have? Very simple. So in case if you wanted to have any, so if you wanted to reaches, so you can reach both of the number related to whatever algo or either the individual algo or the algo. So hope, so what are the things, so whatever again, so I'm just trying to concentrate on what are the major points we are going to take care from this session, right? Today's major discussion point is, so what is the capital? So how do you calculate your capital and risk? Don't blindly believe that whoever is saying. Okay, why you need to identify your algo? Whether are you a trader? No. Are you a full-time trader? No. You don't know market? Then what should be your purpose for algo? Then how do you design a strategy? So first a back test. Try to identify a drawdown. And then looking at the drawdown, how do you read the backtest report? Right? Then how do you choose your broker and algo? On what factors? Generally, these are all the points I generally decide. And before deploying any algo, what things you should be knowing. Right? So all the things we have covered, and also I've shared what is my real performance, how it is going, so how I am doing, live deployment, copy trade, and all those stuffs. So if at all, if you are interested, you can reach me in this. Otherwise, you can still be part of our Telegram channel and trying to learn, because we will be having planning to have many more sessions. So we will be concentrating on positional strategies also. Wanted to have, okay. Wanted to have something like that. And being part of this, what you are going to get is very simple. We are going to share market views, Okay, investment ideas, not only our products. Okay, we don't sell any products here. Okay, only just trying to update. Okay, stress-free algo mode. Why? Because you can watch whatever. So one day I was watching market, March, IPL 20 also, and the next day I went to hospital for my father's medical checkup. So on that day also, I just mobile managed my algo in just from mobile. That's it. So I booked a profit. So that is a point of like, if you do not know anything and if you do not have knowledge, but only have capital, go in the proper hands. Okay, that is what I wanted to say. So as long as coming to the session, so I think we made an. So how you calculate? So how do you concentrate? And whatever I showed is these are all the algos we have. So this is majorly I deploy. Okay, because these are all the major, and one more two more strategies might be coming out in another week. But again, this is not going for sale or not for even small capital. Okay, if somebody wants to use this, okay, you can get in touch with my team. Right, these two numbers are there. Right, so these two numbers you can reach. So in case if you wanted to have basket, we will decide everything. Okay, but what is the average return you are expecting? 25 to 30% per year. If you are concentrating, then think for this algos. Okay, I'm not expecting or I'm not achieving stellar returns. I'm expecting you to grow your capital 25 to 30% per year without spending much time. Okay, we have built a process, we have integrated everything, we have integrated, and we will be taking care in case of any issues, any error handlings, all those things. So that is best suited for basket investments. Yes, if you wanted to only deploy Cian, so you can take your own TradeRun login from TradeRun. You can subscribe to us only this, right? So any queries you want to have? So I think, yeah, I'm seeing many old friends here. So Shyam, is there. I think very long time we had discussions in during our right. So hi Shyam, how are you? Yeah, I think from my side now it is done. So if you have any queries, you can reach me or you can ask me now.